Hi everyone, welcome back to Everything Spice. This will be another short session. What do you think this is? Any guesses out there? Yesterday, I slow cooked some chicken that I had, chicken drums, as well as I had a rotisserie chicken that I added at the end. What I did with it is I had some onions, some garlic, and I believe a green pepper. And what I used was, for this, the juice that's in here, is I used the North Carolina mustard barbecue sauce. I used like a container of that, and I also had some honey mustard dressing. And I mixed the two, added some honey for a little residual sweetness, salt and pepper for the spice. And I cooked that for like 4 to 6 hours. I think it was 4 hours on high, or 5 hours on high. And then the chicken on the drums just melted off. So then I picked it apart, added it to this. Next day, guess what I'm making? I'm making a chicken tater tot casserole. So it's basically like a chicken pot pie with taters instead of a crust. So I nuked this for a little bit so that it has a little more consistency, like it's looser than it was before. And I'm going to add it to the pan, which I have sprayed with my handy dandy cooking spray. Now you can add vegetables to this because it's like a chicken pot pie, right? But I ain't doing that because my kids are fussy and I don't want to take a chance that they ain't going to eat it because there is veggies in there. Now, if you wanted to sneak some in, you could certainly do that. I would recommend doing it in the slow cooker so it breaks up, because I do have onions and peppers in there. Don't say anything. They ain't gonna see it. If they don't see it, they can't complain about it. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm breaking up the chicken in here. Come on in, you can see a little bit more. We're gonna put it in a 13 by 9 inch baking dish, right? I already have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And I think I'm gonna add some chicken stock to this. Hold one moment while I get the chicken stock. Okay, I got the chicken broth. It's chicken broth, not chicken stock. If you had chicken stock, you could certainly use it. I wanna thin it out a little bit and make more of a sauce. It does have a sauce to it, and it is gonna release as it heats, but just a little bit more. Okay, just gonna add a zhuzh of that. What is it? Maybe half a cup, 1/4 to a half a cup if you're out there in TV land measuring. All right, so this is perfect. It's got all the spices, but I'm gonna add a little bit more with some pepper. No salt. No salt. If you wanted to, you could add maybe some parsley. Let me see what I got here. I got some garlic powder. I'm going to use some parsley. I'm going to use, and maybe some paprika. Why not? Add some garlic powder. I love garlic powder. I love parsley. Well, this much. Fill that in. I like pap for probably like more like color than anything. This has a little bit of spice from the North Carolina mustard barbecue sauce. Just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna mix it in. If you had it, I would add it. Mix all it in, looking good. I already cut my bag. And then I'm gonna add my taters to it. Now, like I said, you don't have to add tater tot. You could add a crust. But this is gonna give off a lot of liquid. And I felt like if I were to put it, and you can gauge it as far as how many taters you want to use, if you want to use the whole bag, if you want to use some of it. What do you think I'm using? The whole bag, family, the whole bag. Because my family loves taters. And this is going to have a nice crispy top to it. And the liquid that's in the bottom from all that chicken, the chicken stock here, chicken broth. the stock from the chicken when it cooked in the barbecue sauces, the mustard barbecue sauces, is gonna create a nice flavor to this, okay? A little more pap on the top. Why not? I like that color. And some parsley and some garlic powder. We're gonna reiterate everything that we used in the chicken. There we go. And you can gauge it, or you can add it, or just say no thank you. But I'm gonna do it. And of course we did do this, right? We did the pepper, so we can do pepper on top as well. 350 degrees. I would check it in an hour to see if it has that crisp factor. It might take a half hour to 45 minutes to an hour, depending on your stove. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Delicious. It's got a gorgeous bottom. And what's gonna happen, what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna let this crisp up, and then I'm gonna put some cheese on top, because I'm wrong like that. You don't have to put the cheese on top, but I am putting the cheese on top. And then it's gonna come together, and I will show you in the end what this tater tot casserole can do for your family. Join me on the other side. All right, we're back. Let's do the final reveal. Hang on, let me get it out of the oven. Uno momento. Look at that deliciousness. Okay, I'm gonna put it on top of my trivet. I got some cleaned, chopped cilantro. I'm gonna put it on top for the finish. And this, my friends, is my ooey gooey, yummy, delightful tater tot casserole chicken. Tater tot casserole. Let's get a close-up of this beauteousness. Look at that. Ooey gooey, yummy, with cheesies on top. Well, it took about an hour at 350 degrees. Depending on your oven, like I said, it could be faster or a little bit longer. But that is what my tater tot casserole looks like. Now, we can do hamburger another time, because that's usually the usual. But I did it with chicken. You can do it with anything. You could do it with pork if you wanted to. It's certainly up to you as to which direction or which meat you go to. You could do a vegetarian, just do mushrooms. How about that for a tater tot delight? But this is mine, and my sister's waiting for her slice, so I'm gonna leave it here. If you enjoyed this fast video, please like, subscribe, and join me next time for Everything Spice. Be safe, everybody.